I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Thought we were.
Tyler, is that a picture of Shawn Michaels up in there?
Yes. Yeah, my avatar wasn't working, so I just put a random one at.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
I thought we were live the whole time, but we're live now.
No, yes, but yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, it's shit's real. We talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, doing and representing. As always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
You know what it is, El Capitan, Jesus Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT Artist, aka LB Lauderdale Boss, aka I'm finally back, nigga, aka Sample Kings Forever is out now, nigga. Mm-hmm. So yeah, make sure you stream that. I know I've been saying Sample Kings Forever coming soon. That bitch here now. So yeah, we here. So I don't be lying. There ain't no cap here. That shit's out. So yeah, let's get it. Ring Gang, we back here. Monday night basketball. Oh shit. Monday night fucking Monday night fighting, nigga. Monday night boxing.
Boxing, my nigga.
I ain't talk no boxing with y'all niggas in so long. I don't even know what the fuck.
He talking basketball. The Knicks must have won.
I'm saying, like,
Knicks won. Brunson's cold as fuck. God damn.
Knicks won.
Knicks won.
Yeah, they came back again. 3-1. They're crazy. Tatum towards Achilles. I feel bad. That's why I say, Tatum gets real quick. I want to say Tatum gets a lot of hate, but the internet's ruthless, bro. Like, goddamn, he don't deserve the hate anyway. But now the hate's OD with him tearing his Achilles and shit.
Well, yeah, he got injured though. He got carried. He was wheeled out in a wheelchair, bro.
Wheelchair crying and shit.
Hey, nigga, Steve Kerr say you don't work hard enough, nigga. Fuck that, nigga.
That was
No, he put Jason Tatum on the bench during the Olympics.
Nigga. Oh yeah. He benched Tatum.
Why? Because he's like, nigga, you don't even want to be here, nigga. You trying to get a lineup, nigga. Now you can get infinite lineups, nigga.
You're stupid as fuck. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You already know what this is. Your boy King People, they got boxing in the building. Ring Game Radio all day. Let's go. Monday night boxing. Let's get it.
Yeah, you know, like I said, because New York will be, if God forbid New York wins an NBA championship in 2025. Oh yeah, that city is gonna burn. And
I mean, I want to see it because they ain't never won one. Nigga.
They won two.
They won two.
I mean, what? 73, nigga.
72 and 76.
Oh wow! Like goddamn, they up there with the Dolphins. Then
that's
shit.
Crazy. That's crazy. My mama ain't never seen them niggas win. Like, come on.
Damn.
But yeah. Like I said, that city will burn if they win. Trust. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's fly? It's Conscious Pilot, West Coast Avenger, preparing for liftoff Monday. Finally on time because we late, but we here. Let's go.
Yo, that's low key a bar. Finally on time because we late. Yo, that might be a bar. Right?
That is fire.
And this nigga did that. He remixed his intro too.
I was like, is he doing some West Side Gun shit?
No, I was trying to do the HBK beginning, the HBK entrance music in the beginning.
But Constant, he stays elevated. As you can tell by that intro, you dig. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, you already know who the fuck it is. Rome Top 5, Chicago's on. We here, nigga. Start them up.
Yes, sir. Rome Top 5 too. You know, he's been missing for a little bit too, but we glad to have him back as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. As always, you know, boxing, you know, can't avoid its controversy. You know, the most controversial fight of this past weekend. You know, involving one Emanuel Navarrete and one underdog Charly Suarez. You know, undefeated and everything like that. So the fight itself, like low key, I don't know if it falls short of a fight of the year candidate, but it was close because
it definitely falls short of a fight of the year. It was sitting there. So I felt like if we would have got 12 rounds, we would have got a fight of the year.
It's up there as fucking of the year candidate. So.
Yeah, definitely got that one.
Yeah, I mean the fuckery started obviously with Navarrete, who, like I said, we all love Navarette's style in the ring. Like, you know, dude, we all know he's a talent. He's a pound for pound talent though. But dude began in his own way a little bit too much, like lately. And then this thing, you know, dude almost lost his belt on the scales. Like, it took like 3 tries for him to make the weight to lose 0.3 pounds.
Again, because it's not the first time.
Yeah, it's not the first time. So
leave the churros alone.
Yes, churros, the pizza, whatever. Get you a nutritionist, like, you know. I mean, I get it, them burritos is good, but nah, fuck that.
I know the little street tacos with the corn and that shit.
Carne asada be slapping, but shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sure it does with that fucking spoon, nigga. But no, like, you need to chill with that shit.
Seriously though.
Have you ever seen Navarrete look like he's in shape? He fights like he's in shape, but he never looks it.
I mean, he started like a 118 and 122, right? And you know, seems like he's not motivated no more, right? You know, is that what it is? I don't know. It seems like he lost the hunger, the passion. He just goes off.
Hold on. He ain't never lose no hunger. So don't say that.
The way he fights, you can't watch a Navarrete fight and tell me he ain't hungry. Like,
no, I mean, I think he's coasting off his you know, like people say he's mid or whatever, but
he's hungry in more ways than one.
It works for him, you know. I'm saying it works for him, but it's like maybe he's not putting in the work no more. I mean, it's the second time he blew weight. Like this, you know?
But this is the thing. If that's the case, I wish everybody was like Navarrete did. I wish everybody was just not hungry and not determined and intense when they fight.
Facts.
Because if that's the case, goddamn, the whole sport would be better if niggas acted like Navarrete. Like,
yeah, because I mean, honestly, it looked like he was actually gonna get dude up out of there in the first couple of rounds because he had already had bloodied dude's nose. He was landing them right hands.
Remember, I was in the chat like, goddamn, he's beating the shit out of. He buckled this nigga with like a right hand. Like,
yeah, it is like okay, so apparently Navarrete is not gonna face any consequences for barely making weight and shit like that and looking like real like fleshy around the middle and shit, the pigeon fat and shit. So it's like, you know, but then, you know, Suarez though, I'll get you Filipinos, pilot, y'all don't take that, y'all don't take no L's like lying down easy sometimes.
We got heart, man. We got heart. He made me proud. He made me proud with the fight back. He made me proud with the.
Boy, did he fight back! Shit.
Yeah, you fought back. I mean, this shit was getting real interesting until they saved Navarrete.
It was getting a good fucking fight.
It was getting real because they kept hurting each other, right? I feel like they kept hurting each other, like nonstop.
Yeah, no, they were, and then even the ref was like fight back, and Suarez would fight hard, like get off the ropes and shit like that when Navarrete was doing his thing, and then you saw Navarrete like maybe after maybe the fourth round or so, you could tell that that weight cut was starting to affect him, that he was starting to slow down a little bit. You know, he
was slowing down, but then the punches just got like longer and stronger. Like he just.
That cut, I mean,
he just started this launching shit. I'm like, God damn, why does nigga punching from 10 feet back?
Yeah. But that cut affected him clearly. You know that he didn't fight the same after that cut.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I saw it, I thought it was a headbutt, and then after that they showed the replay. I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold up, no, that's actual punch. Like and then, you know, and I'm thinking myself, and then they said it was going to be instant replay. So the instant replay was going to be like, okay, they're going to saw it as a punch. And they're talking about it was, you know, the shoulder did it, even though the punch showed that the blood, you know, was pouring after the punch. So it was inconclusive. That nonsense.
That shit was a clear punch. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were looking at.
But after that one, Navarrete though, you could tell he you know, do all that lunging and shit like. And Suarez was starting to line him up. There was like one punch that Suarez landed. It was right on the button as Navarrete was like lunged in and stopped him right in his track. I was like, oh shit! But it was near the end of the round that he couldn't really follow up with it. And Navarrete was just fighting blind. Like he was starting to catch hands. Like Suarez was like starting to put some hands on him, like serious hands on him. And that blood.
He got himself back into the fight.
Yeah. And it was just and unfortunately, like Navarrete's corner, they couldn't close the cut. You know, they couldn't stop the bleeding. They had no adrenaline. They didn't use the Vaseline. They didn't do none of that. Like, it was
this had Mike Tyson 1990 corner right here. Okay.
I mean, he needed that, bro.
What's the Douglas corner over here? It's like, fuck it. Look, fill a condom up with water, nigga. Shit, something like.
Yeah. That might be one of the more incompetent things you'd ever see in a corner. Like, I don't know what they thought. Like, putting ice in a condom was gonna be enough to act as a compressor in that motherfucker's eye. Like,
that's why I say boxing is unmatched for fuckers.
Yeah. Tyson's corner. Like, honestly, I would have fired everyone in that corner. It's like, yo, you put a condom in my eye. Like, you know, you see that? Like, where's the metal cold compressed? Like, where's that? Like, come on. I mean, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, I would have worked with someone just, taking the old school razor and nicking, putting a cut underneath the swelling to let not. Of course, they don't do that no more, because you cut the muscle on the eye and that eye droops forever, like David Reed. So it's like, so yeah, no, it was, that was a competent corner though. But Navarrette's card, they try to keep him in the fight though. But the doctor was like, okay, yeah, nah. This is what I call this. This is gonna be a wrap. And Navarrete escapes. Like one judge had it pretty wide for him, and the other judges had that was like 76, 75.
They saved. I mean, be real. They saved because it looked like he was on the verge of getting stopped. Oh, the fight was going bad. They saved Navarrete. I feel like.
I felt like Navarrete was still winning. But the fight wasn't going his direction, like
at all. Yeah,
if we would have got a couple more rounds, we would have really seen. Because it's the thing, Navarrete was still dangerous. He was still landing on Suarez, so it's not like he was still turning up.
I've seen Suarez a few times. He's a sniper. You know what I'm saying? And obviously it's not the level of Navarrete is knocking out guys. He's been clocking guys cold. So
Suarez could punch. Like
Suarez can punch.
Yeah, he got his hands kind of.
I mean, shit.
Decent speed wise too.
Them Filipinos, a lot of them can pack punches. You know what I'm saying?
Power.
Oh no, wait. Shout out to Marquis. Salute to about he didn't pay for that fight night upgrade. Yeah, that round 2. When you pressing the R1, you gotta hold the button and you damn rubbing the.
But that shit failed. I failed on that shit so many times.
I used to hate that shit because they don't give you enough time. You up here like fuck that, like.
Yo, that's facts too. Yo.
And then they changed it. I feel like they changed it after, they changed the method of it and shit. It was stupid.
Yeah, like it's like stop making the games too realistic. Like we want it realistic. Like the parts we want realistic, y'all do some playful shit. The shit we want some playful. Okay, this is a video game. Y'all get it super realistic. No, I'm not trying to fucking rub an inswell on a motherfucker or like no, like nigga, I'm not boxing for real. Like. I'm not trying to be in a goddamn corner. Like, cut this shit out. Like, but yeah. Anyway, we back to the fight. Like, oh, what up, John Dada? Salute.
Salute, John Dada. But yeah, so Navarrete pretty much escapes with it, with just by the skin of his teeth or whatever. And of course, no one was really fucking with all that much because everyone was like, Bradley was over there. It's like, yo, that's he was flip flopping, but at the end it was like, yo, that's a punch. Everyone saw it was a punch. Like they showed like 6 or 7 different angles.
Hey Pat, you know what it reminded me of real quick? It reminded me kind of how they did Matisse in Mexico against Hernandez.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's pretty much the same thing. Home cooking, A-side shit.
Yeah, it was home cooking. Like it was just like, come on, like Suarez, because Suarez definitely did not deserve to lose, and didn't definitely deserve to lose like that. And it was just like it although I said Suarez, he took it in stride though. Like I would have been pissed and everything like that. Like he was just, he was talking like real even keel and shit like that. But
I think because he knew how hard the fight was. Like,
yeah,
because that was a good fucking fight. So I get it. Like, and then I don't honestly like I don't. I can see him not talking too much shit because honestly, I still want the fucking rematch. If he was to act too much like he had the stoppage, niggas be like, all right, we ain't gotta fight you again, motherfucker. You got it.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be humble. Let's run it back. That's all. Run it back.
I mean, it looks like that's where it's going because right now the commission's gonna because he filed the complaint with the commission. So the commission, I mean, it's leaning towards either declaring it a no contest, which would be fair. But it really should be TKO. Like it should.
Yeah, but I'm cool with the no contest because at least it. But then the thing is with a no contest, we need them to fight again because then I just felt like we just had like a one-off bizarro world fight with these niggas that was good, but we all just supposed to forget about it type shit because it don't mean it's no contest.
I mean, it's reportedly that they say that the contract details and stuff like that is like it's like done or whatever. I think they're just waiting for what the ruling's going to be. Yeah,
I hope I hope they fight again this year, or at least start next year off with that fight. Because
I mean, it depends on what
cut by the heel. So
yeah, that cuts by. So I mean, I'm guessing it will probably be in the fall. I'm guessing that fight will probably happen. Hopefully, maybe like early fall, something like that, depending on what that cut is like. You know.
Yeah. We'll give it to like October. Like,
but I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though. WBO is like, okay, look, you're going to be out for a little bit. Fine, we're just going to call it interim, right? And Suarez will go into that fight, and he'll fight whoever, and then whoever has his interim belt, Navarrete has to fight. That's how they do it these days.
I don't mind that either. I don't mind. I think that's good. That's a good look because at least that don't punish Suarez. Like, let him still do his thing. Like,
yeah, exactly though. But Navarrete though, like I said, Navarrete keeps shooting himself in the foot with these type of fights. Like, bro has to like someone needs to sit down, like, look, discipline him. Like, he's in fighting condition, yes, but his habits are just affecting how he's like. Like he fights hard. Like, he's not like he's like out there just on some sluggish shit.
And he gets it because this is the sloppiest we've seen him. Yeah, like the way he kind of, and he was still landing. Oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm not used to him throwing long 5-foot punches and shit. Like the uppercut, yeah. Like we all know he has the Joe Higashi shit he be doing, but them right hands, like this nigga was literally like try to like travel across the ring with them shits.
Yeah, like dude hasn't been sharp since probably the Joette Gonzalez fight. Like that was probably like the fight that was like that. I mean, that was a sharp Navarrete. After that one, he has not been that sharp.
Kind of be hit or miss. Like like he looked sharp in certain parts against Oscar Valdez, but then there's some parts where he didn't look all that sharp. It just looked like he was doing just enough, and that enough was enough. Like well, I don't know. This is the thing. Like with Navarrete, like I don't think he's like a company favorite. Like they don't treat him like he's like they'll look out, but I don't think they look out for him like they do Jose Ramirez are done in the past, or Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, other guys like that. Like Navarrete's one of those like they kind of look out for him because they have to type shit. Like
right, because he has a belt and he's a fan favorite. Like people like watching him fight. You know,
yeah, but you can tell they don't, because they don't never really try to set up no bigger fights for him, or like he's good, he's in good quality fights, but he's never had that damn Valdez Burchell type of fight. Or
I stepped away. You talking about Muratalla?
No, nigga.
Damn, nigga.
No, I stepped away. My bad. Who you talking about?
My bad. I need to speed up. Then this nigga already in the future and shit.
My fault.
But no, I was just saying that I don't think they don't fuck with Navarrete like that, because I think if they did, he would have never got that draw with Concepcion or
so. Yeah, like and that was a gift. I mean, that could have been a gift draw for him, or he should have lost. Like, I mean, I
didn't think he lost that. I thought he won.
The second knockdown, I think that the second knockdown looked like it almost KO'd him, but that second knockdown he got kind of helped him a lot in that fight.
Yeah,
he didn't get that.
And the Baranchek fight, like that could have gone either way. That fight was still a shitty fight for both them niggas.
Yeah, they could have gave that to Navarrete.
They could have gave that to Navarrete, dude. If Oscar Valdez or anybody else has that same type of performance, they give him that fight.
Yeah,
that fight showed me that they don't really fuck with Navarrete like that.
Yeah, I mean,
like he kind of got like.
If he was Mexican American, they might have given him the nod.
Yeah. Like that was his Jamel Charlo, Tony Harrison first fight. Like it was the worst he looked, and they said, you know what? Let's get this nigga a belt, because we might not ever get a chance to give him a fucking belt again.
Yeah,
and he got the belt.
Yeah, I mean, we saw with Valdez too. Like Valdez against Caseso, after he popped dirty or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like that was a fight that like they looked out for Valdez. Like, okay, yeah, we'll give Valdez. I mean, although Caseso, he did kind of fade, but it was like
that could have been a fucking draw.
Yeah.
But I don't have no problem with Oscar Valdez winning that though. I felt like he kind of was stronger in the second half and kind of nicked it. But yeah, you could tell they love some fucking Oscar Valdez. Look how they treated him with the goddamn Adam Lopez fights. Yeah, shout outs to Blue Nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they always looking out for Valdez, but Navarrete's like, like here, nigga, damn. Like that's how they fuck with him.
Yeah, and they do, and it sucks too, because it's like I feel for Suarez too, but hopefully, like Suarez, they get. I mean, Suarez doesn't turn into like a Johnny Rice situation, I mean, and that situation is still messed up because to this day, it's never gonna sit right with any of us. What happened with Johnny Rice? He takes the zero of a prospect, and he's on the sidelines while the prospect is getting put into big fights.
Literally ever since. I hope they get I hope they keep Suarez around. Like, give Suarez, like, let him fight that Cortez guy that was on the card, or like even like Nova who they might have cut, or like like the beard nigga, or fucking even bring fucking what's his name back. Bring who you just talking about? Who are you talking about? No. Valdez, Valdez. They bring Valdez back if his career's not over. You know what I'm saying?
Valdez.
If it's not a rematch, give him a significant 130 fight on your platform. That's all.
Yeah. And I hope so. But Navarrete, though, like I said, as he's healing from his cut, like he needs to make some changes. And then even after he runs back with Suarez, hopefully Top Rank will realize, like, hey, we got Oshaki Foster. He's still signed to us. Like, put him in
like in a meaningful fight. Thank you.
Yeah, because Navarrete has shown to be able to beat different types of fighters. Like, and which is probably say, like, that's the pound for pound talent show. Let him show that talent.
Because he's beaten and fought different types of styles. He's fought the boxers, he's fought swarmers, he ain't fought Mexicans, everything.
He ain't fought the slick black fighter yet, but that's another story. But I think he should probably move.
He hasn't. But let's be honest.
Okay.
What slick black fighter is there out there right now?
No. I said this. I said this earlier. I said I think Ford, Roach. And
them niggas ain't slick, bro.
I'm saying I think them
niggas they could be Mexican for all we know, like the way they fight.
I'm saying I think out of those three, Foster's the most beatable. But I think I feel like Navarrete he's kind of, I don't say he's washed, but I just think he's due for eventually going to get knocked out cold or something. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think he's kind of over for Navarrete. Maybe he could go to lightweight, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe Ray Ford. He's at 130 now, right?
Yeah, he's at 130.
I mean, those are all good fights, but because Ray Ford hitting harder now, like, but he ain't slick. He's gonna get hit too. Like,
he's slick enough. I'm just saying, like, that's just how he.
Wait. Let's just fucking stop this. I'm tired of that goddamn word. These motherfuckers right now are not slick. Stop fucking saying slick.
No,
nigga at 130, 135, 140, 147. That's fucking slick.
Roach looks slick in the last fight.
These niggas ain't slick, dude. Roach.
No, I'm not arguing.
Bro. Okay. Fucking Mickey Ward, winky right defense ain't slick. This nigga was just timing when to block, put his hands down, counter, and still lost the goddamn fight. What the fuck slickness did he show against Tank?
He ain't getting knocked out.
He showed good boxing.
He ain't knocked out what everybody expected. He ain't getting knocked
out.
But
that don't mean you slick. Like, you can have defense, but don't mean you slick. Do you know what slick means?
He showed levels and layers. That's my opinion. I think Roach.
But that ain't slick.
Foster, these guys are, they're slicker than the guys Navarrete.
These niggas are not slick at all, though. They got defense, bro.
They got better defense than Valdez and Suarez.
Of course. But they not slick.
Okay,
slick is Emanuel Whitaker.
Okay, hold on. What's another word for slick? Let's find a substitute. What's another word?
There is no other word. Dude. It's like, let's find another word for pro-black. There isn't, nigga. Did you either fucking pro-black or you goddamn cool?
Well, I mean,
what the fuck is a better word for slick?
Quote unquote woke and militant.
Shit, there ain't no such thing as woke, cause your ass never should have been to fucking sleep. Not in this goddamn country. but nah, like, dude. Anselm Moreno was slicker than these niggas. Pernell Whitaker, Rigondeaux, fucking even Zab is slicker than these niggas. Shambe Mitchell slicker than these niggas.
I was waiting for you to mention that. I was like, this nigga not mentioning no damn Shambe Mitchell.
Yeah. Chris Bird, like, there's so many niggas like that's slick. Slick is like when your defense is smooth. You can transition into offense.
James Toney was slick as it gets.
James Toney was slick. Fucking Broner is slicker than these niggas. Like, come on, man. Like, these niggas their defense is solid, but they not slick. Like, that recipe is gone from black boxing. Like, these niggas ain't slick no more. So saying, yo, he hasn't fought the black slick American style is bullshit. The motherfucker has to go in a time machine to fight that style. Because these niggas right now ain't slick.
Yeah, they get
niggas was trying to call Stephen Fulton slick. He ain't slick for shit.
No, he ain't slick. He eat out of
Tyson Fury is slicker than these motherfuckers.
That's fair.
And you know I'm not lying.
Yeah. No, it's the truth.
But my main point is he still ain't fought a nigga that got better defense than the niggas he's fighting. That's all I'm saying. Is that a better way to put it?
Okay, like I guess he hasn't fought somebody with quality defense.
All right, so do y'all think he should Navarrete should stay at 130 or maybe try 135 again?
I think crafty is a better word to use than slick. But
thank you. Yeah, crafty.
Okay, yeah, I get that because crafty could mean you have a knowledge and a way about going things. It doesn't have to be aesthetically pleasing because remember, slickness looks pretty. It's beautiful. It's smooth. It's
yeah.
That's slick. Craftiness could look cool, but then craftiness could be Bernard Hopkins, or it could be Casamayor fucking elbow you with the forearm type shit,
or even Bradley swarming ass.
Or like Usyk. Like I consider Usyk a very crafty fight.
Usyk's crafty, yeah. Usyk's crafty.
Thank you, like King P with the bailout. Yeah, I'll call these niggas crafty. But I will not call these niggas SLICK, nigga.
Thank you, King P. We got crafty now, so I'm gonna use that one.
Please, I personally get offended when you say slick because I don't see slickness right now in boxing.
How about Shakur?
I'll post up more slickness with my fucking shorts, nigga.
How about Shakur?
Shakur, nigga, I throw this fucking nigga. The fuck. The most runningest motherfucker in boxing, and you calling him slick?
I'm just saying.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. There ain't enough chance left in the world for me to launch at you. Like, god damn. Like, stop. Like, no. Dude. 3 foot rule. If you have to move more than 3 feet away from your opponent on defense, you're not slick. You just fucking running. You're over moving.
That's facts.
That's all it is. That's why niggas get so offended when these young motherfuckers be like, man, hey, Pernell Whitaker fought the same way. No, the fuck he didn't. God damn. All them YouTubes out there, watch a fucking fight before you say some stupid shit like that.
It's like this thing like me and LB we were talking about in our IG inbox about like I said about McCallum and Tony and like I said I put like I said there was a video and I put a post on it like this type of boxing doesn't exist because it showed defense in the pocket of both McCallum and Tony, defensively responsible but throwing the offense, and they showed it like one step, like there was like when they were trying to wait, it was one step back or one step to the side pivoting, like there was no more than maybe 2 steps max, and if they moved 3 steps, it was just to reset. It wasn't just to evade a punch. It was just kind of reset. And I mentioned in the post we don't see type of boxing, and niggas was like replying back to me like I didn't watch enough boxing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Imagine telling Pat he ain't watching enough boxing. I couldn't even look at no more comments because
I even screenshot. I showed this nigga too. I was like, you see this shit? This is the shit that I be getting. Or they talk about watch Ben versus Eubank. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Go and tell me fucking Gotti Ward is slick this too now. Hold on, wait. Let me go to this fucking damn comments room. Alright, shout out William Haney, whoever the fuck this nigga is. Yes, it's the real Shuttleworth. I'm back, nigga. So Crawford not a slick fighter? Sugar. That sounds mad.
Honestly, that's mad sus. I wouldn't consider Crawford a slick fighter. He's more crafty. He can have slick moments. But overall, I wouldn't label him a slick fighter. No.
I think when he was younger, when his legs were a little better, he was, I would say he was. But yeah, I mean, he's crafty. He's a versatile.
Well, I mean, hold on. Never mind. You just said that because I was gonna say I think he has some slickness to him, but he's not all the way slick.
No, because this is the thing. Like when I look at Crawford, I see dynamic offense and great boxing ability, and I see a mean fighter. I don't see slickness.
And he rolls with the punches.
I'm going through tapes. I'm not going to pull out. Oh yeah, Crawford. Yeah,
I mean,
there's some slickness.
Most times he rolls the punches, but he don't have the head movement, I guess, like that, because when you think about Slick, you think about the head movement. And
I mean, like I said, I think he has moments.
It's more than just the head movement. It's the angles. It's the way you dodge, parry. It's almost like poetry in motion. It's real sweet science. Like Crawford is more like sets you up, line you up, beat the shit out of you. Like there's no real.
But a quick shot before he became alcoholic or whatever. Jamal Charlo was pretty slick. Jamal. Can I give you say yes to Jamal? Like kind of
no.
Look like where
he had some that shot, that catch and shoot he had on fucking on J-Rock.
That's great defense. That's great timing. That's craftiness. That's skills. Like
I'd say
I know you want to call everything a black person does that's cool, slick.
No.
But it just don't equate to that.
Not every nigga's slick, but I've seen moments where like Tank, Jamal, certain of these niggas have slick moments. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let me go to So Clarissa Shields not a slick fighter?
Hell no. She's not.
Hell no. Is Boots not? Okay, you know what?
Boots has slick.
I'll give you Boots.
But
Boots is capable of being slick.
He gets hit though.
Yeah, but he knocks motherfuckers out. God damn.
Yeah, no, Boots. Yeah, Boots.
Boots has showed more slickness in 6 rounds than Shakur Stevenson will do in 12 rounds, and one's getting the knockout.
I will say when it comes to slickness, this day and age, Bam shows a lot of that. Can we get back? Can I say, God, you're hard to please, Paul. God damn, nobody's slick to you.
Because the thing is, it's like we're seeing 2 different things. It's like you're trying to equate all this shit to slickness, and they're not really slick. It's like think. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, Oscar De La Hoya, like, what would you call his defense out of 1 through 10? Pilot.
Like an 8.
Okay, Costa Zoo, what you call his defense? 1 through 10.
7. He was alright. He was 7. He's average. I think he's average.
Okay, Adonis Stevenson, what you call his defense? 1 through 10.
I'm beyond. Like a 6.
Alright, Chad Dawson.
I think Chad Dawson pretty good defense. I feel like. I don't know.
1 through 10.
8.
Okay. So
real quick, let me ask you one. What do you give James Toney slick? A 10 or a 9?
No. What the fuck? Sandor Martin is not slick. Sandor Martin.
Wait, what the fuck bringing up Sandor? Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm missing comments. God damn, y'all busy. What about chocolate? Wait. Rob, what up? What up, Rob? What's good? Salute. What about Chocolatito? Is he not slick? He hides under the arms. That's craftiness, man. Slick is like a style. Like Chocolatito's defense is like a 9, like 8, 9, 10. Like it's up there. But just because you have great defense don't mean you're slick.
Hold on. I actually would have considered Sonny Edwards a slick fighter.
Sonny Edwards is slick.
I would consider Sonny Edwards slick. Yeah. Sonny Edwards is slick.
Sandor Martin, no. Sandor Martin is a spoiler. Ugly.
Sandor Martin's more spoiler, crafty caginess than I would say slick.
There's nothing aesthetically pleasing about Sandor Martin.
Quality defense, yes, but I wouldn't call it slick. Like, and the point I'm making with Pilot, with naming all the fighters and he's giving me the defense. Once your defense starts getting to 8, 9, and 10, even 7, you have good defense, but that don't mean you're slick.
Yeah, I mean,
a guy like Emmanuel Augustus is more slick than some of these niggas y'all naming.
Like with Sonny Edwards, I tell like the Bam fight because that was when he had the injuries and stuff like that. Sonny was Sonny was hard to legitimately hit, and dude would box you. He was annoying for boxing because he would box you up like that. But his defense was like, because he would keep you along with a movement and some jab and stuff like that. So yeah, and it didn't look like it was struggle either. Like he literally it was flowing from feet to his hands. Like that shit was in sync.
Exactly. It's a style, man. Like Sonny Edwards, yeah, he could run around and move a little bit, But he didn't move too much. He always threw that jab.
Last name I want to mention because I think in this day and age, because I think we have to grade on a curve, I guess now with.
There ain't no fucking curves on Ring Gang, nigga. You need to do what you do it or not.
The last name I mentioned is going to be Puello.
Hell no.
Nigga, you don't get the fuck out of here.
He always does enough to win, man. He's craft, like whatever. We're done. Okay.
Yeah,
dude, what the fuck did you see in Puello to say he's slick?
The way he dealt with the JR with Antoine Russell.
Nah, he just peeped the weak game. Like he just peeped something weak in Russell's game. Like
Yeah.
I can't say that though. But Russell had
100% kill ratio in like almost 20 fights, and he made him look a little average. That's all I'm saying.
But he didn't look, dude. Slick is what Billy Joe Saunders did to David Lemieux.
Yeah, that's
slick. When you making a nigga miss and you go like this, that's fucking slick.
Yeah, slick is what Floyd did to Canelo. That's fucking slick.
We didn't mention Sweet Pea at all. Pernell Whitaker, rest in peace. That's like
it was the first name I mentioned.
Oh, I missed that.
Nigga, I was talking to you saying it.
I missed that shit.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'd say that. I mean, Navarrete. I'm not saying that he's not capable. I mean, he beat a slick-like fighter in Ruben Villa. Like, I mean, that was. I wouldn't
even call him slick, but he's a quality boxer and has good defense.
Right. That's
the win.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was the closest. And Navarrete like dropped him twice, almost knocked him out, and still won. It was still a close fight and everything like that. But yeah, I'd say Navarrete. Like, I mean, I say the higher he goes up, he's more vulnerable. But he would. I mean, if he wants to stay at 130, he's going to have to get a dietitian or something like that. He's going to have to change. Else, there's more of a chance he'll lose that belt on the scales, and he'll have 135 is the move. Like, I mean, career-wise, 135 is probably the best move for him, because that's where the money fights are for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Navarrete versus Zepeda would be a fucking fight of the century. Like, my goodness.
Yeah.
But I know Navarrete, the Villa fight showed me he could fight. He could handle somebody who's trying to box him.
Yeah.
Because I expected Villa to box him up, or at least have a better account of himself. Like, and all y'all, I think, picked Navarrete. I look stupid on that shit. I appreciate boxing and. So Pilot, like that slick shit don't be working all the time.
All right, so the last thing on Navarrete before we go on, do y'all think he could be say Espinoza moved up? Who wins that?
That's goddamn. These are some good fights.
Yeah, I mean, right now I have to say Espinoza, because Espinoza is very textbook too. He doesn't do any I'd say he like. Not it. Funny too is, I mean, Espinosa is also bigger than him too, like naturally bigger than him.
Yeah, naturally bigger. Yeah.
He fights tall. That's a hard fight. But the thing is with Navarrete, you can't really prepare for him. He kind of has that Pacquiao thing going for him, where
he's so fucking awkward. He's hard to train for. Yeah.
Yeah, because who are you going to go in there and have practice throwing 5-foot uppercuts off the ground? And you have to do it because you know it's gonna come. You know he's gonna throw that shit. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck is gonna be throwing Johnny Cage uppercuts at you?
You got a reverse age Manuel Augustus or some shit.
Yeah, so it's like he has a I just think Navarrete. I think it's everything we've said so far. Like, it's a little bit of. I don't think he recognizes he knows he's not a favorite of the company. Mm-hmm. I think he just has too many vices outside. He likes to eat. I don't think he take boxing super serious. He's prideful because he fight with a lot of pride. And I think that's what kind of keep him in the game.
But but eventually though, I mean, that shit will slow up if he keeps, if he doesn't take care of himself, and then let's say more people start. I mean, the people are starting to put hands on him now. It's only like I said. So I mean, I still have confidence he could still turn it around, but yeah, it's got to start with his weight first, because dude shouldn't be struggling to be making his weight. If you're struggling to make your weight, give up your belt, and move up, and then
just go to 135 and put on some muscle. Like you can't be looking that flabby as a full-time boxer, nigga.
Yeah. But speaking of 135 too, like Raymond Murataya and Zar Abdullayev. Yeah, unfortunately, that fight was a little bit of a snoozer because it was like Murataya, like I said, he boxed him up in first gear. Like he didn't like. I don't know if Murataya himself is too big for 135 or whatever. He had a hard concept, but I mean, maybe I'm just flabbergasted by the fact that some of these lightweights, their work rate is just so low or mid.
I wouldn't say that fight was a snoozer. It was decent. Cause I mean, we've seen some fucking snoozers.
Actually, but I expected something a little bit more dynamic.
This would be a fight of the year compared to that Fatal Fury card, nigga.
Hey, nigga, no, you get no argument about that. But I'm just saying, I thought it could be Murataya could have done more to get Abdullayev out of there, and he just didn't. You know, it's just like, I
think both, and honestly, you're right. Like, it wasn't a snoozer. It was a decent fight, but it was one of those fights where I felt like both could have did more. But Bradley made up a good point about Abdullayev just not really having a repertoire, like no arsenal, just a 1-2
up and down, pretty. I mean, quote unquote basic. Yeah, up and down.
And it's not like it's if you're just gonna have like a 1-2, your 1-2 got to be like Mikkel Kessler level,
and he's slow too. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So if you're gonna be slow, your timing has to be perfect.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of worried for Muratala because his last couple, like out of his last 3 or 4 fights, he weighed over the limit of 135. So I thought, you know, I know he made weight pretty comfortably, but I thought maybe he was too big for the weight, and that could, but you know,
he did look big though. He looked like he's at 140 now.
Robert Garcia is a good. I mean, you know, he doesn't change his fighters, but he does a good job training them. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't, you know, unless he's a special talent like Bam or Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Like. But he did a good job. I don't know if, how do you think? I mean, he deserved to win. I feel like the nod was clearly his. Why?
Yeah, no, he won clearly because I mean, but it's just more like I felt like he could have gotten Abdullayev out of there because the only positive that they were talking about with him was the fact that Abdullayev, is known for late round knockouts, which he is, and stuff like that. But other than that, his offense was just it was basic offense.
I saw Zara. He stunned him. He stunned Muratala, hurt him pretty.
He did hurt him late.
Abdullayev definitely has power, but it was just like it was the type of performance that Muratala needed to kind of show out. Like, hey, look, I'm here.
Because it was
that's right about that. Like sometimes when you get basic niggas, you supposed to kind of show out, and he didn't, and it's. Like these guys aren't matched up with crazy different styles like Navarrete be matched up with. These niggas is matched up with like basic dudes, and if you really that dude, you supposed to be showing out sometime, or at least have some great highlight type of moments or something.
Especially because it was essentially an IBF. I know it's eliminator or whatever, but IBF hasn't pressed Loma, so that's a champion to me because Loma ain't fought, and IBF somehow is not strict on Loma.
Well, but with Abdullayev, because keep in mind, Abdullayev only has 1 loss, and he got stopped by Devin Haney because Devin Haney broke his orbital.
Bradley was like, Devin Haney knocked him out. Come on. I ain't gonna lie, it's because my whole thing is like Muratala looks like big, and he can hit hard. It's just I feel like you know what it is. These niggas they ain't got the condition or they ain't got the confidence. It's one of the C's. But they don't want to throw combinations, which is the 3rd C.
Like 2 years ago, he was on a prelim. I don't know if Pat, one of y'all had to see it, where he got dropped really bad by this random Mexican dude. He got dropped pretty fucking hard, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I think certain guys don't want to get dropped, or if they get dropped, it's a Broner effect now. Once these niggas get,
that's the job you picked. What the fuck?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get up, but you just gotta get up off the canvas. I mean, Monster showed you what you need to do when you get dropped. You get up and you start whooping some ass. Like
at this day, maybe I feel like an old head, but this day and age, some of these young niggas, they don't want to be on 4K and be me. Tank said it. Tank, the most popular American boxer, said it. He didn't want to get memed and embarrassed. And what happened?
He took a knee. So that's
the knee. Yeah, he got the hair. He got the hair.
I was watching one of those damn Chrome battles, and some chick had mentioned that shit in one of her lines. I was like, God damn! When she was saying something about like who was it? Was it the Vixen battle or one of those? She was like, your girl ain't like your girl took you like you finally took a knee for your girl to marry her like Tank or something.
But to me, that was telling. Like I ain't like I feel like a lot of the Haney and Shakur, they kind of look up to Tank. Tank's a little older, so and for Tank to say that, I don't want to be embarrassed. And then like literally a week later, he gets memed up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a meme. I feel like that's the most mentality of most of these niggas. They just don't want to be memed. You know.
Then they need to start being slick. But these niggas ain't slick. Like they losing recipes.
Facts.
Like I don't know what it is. Like I feel you like nobody wants to get embarrassed. But it's like, bro, y'all getting paid king's fortune. Y'all getting millions of dollars. Y'all getting TV. Y'all becoming stars. Y'all can parlay this into other shit. Like, those are just the risks. Like, you won't be the first nigga to be damn memed up. You won't be the last. Like, are niggas forgetting how bad Pacquiao was memed up with the Marquez knockout?
Exactly. Like,
and that was a fight of the year where he dropped that nigga hard as fuck too.
Yeah.
If you look at the way Marquez fell like he was dropped out of a helicopter 5 feet off the ground. Same thing with Pacquiao when he got dropped the first time. Like bro, like
yo,
Loma will probably beat the shit out of mid-top.
Yeah, there's a thing
I don't know. Like I don't know.
I mean,
my thing is, why won't the IBF, who's quote unquote,
that's a good fight though.
But the IBF is so strict, giving us these, the mandatories that have no name the shot, but they haven't pressed Loma once. It's just kind of funny.
Well, because I think he has an injury exception. That's probably the reason why. But
not sure.
But I think with that one, I think Loma has until I forgot what. I think it's what, September or something like that to fight.
So this turned into a retirement to injury. Like, what the fuck injury is it? Like, at first I'm hearing retirement. He ain't want the Tank fight. How did he get injured if he ain't fighting? What's happening now?
I think he's having another. I heard somebody say he's having another kid. But it's just kind of. I don't know. I think they eventually have to press him, right? I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's a deadline. Lomachenko has an actual deadline, and if he doesn't fight him, then Murata is the new IBF lightweight champion. And then
all I'm saying is Lomachenko was available when it was Linares and Luke Campbell and
Corolla,
Pedraza and Corolla and all these niggas were available. He was ready. But as soon as when you start getting the Haneys and the Shakurs and the Tanks and the Motorola's and Motorola Sports and this and whatever the fuck, this nigga ain't ready.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it never sat right with me with how badly Lomachenko ducked Haney.
Fuck Loma. But let's talk about a nigga on the stable that has a belt, Keyshawn.
What about him?
I mean, I'm saying if Keyshawn gets past Edwin, would you want to see that fight?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
I think Keyshawn will probably take care of him, but first you got to get past Edwin De Los Santos. But I think that's a fight at 135 because both these guys ain't gonna be a lightweight too much longer. They're big for the weight, Yeah,
so. I mean, lightweight needs to stop underachieving. Like there's too many fighters, too many fighters in their primes right now that are that they need to make more fights to get into the mix. Like they need to have more of
and just better performances. Like if y'all not fighting each other, y'all need to be looking like A+, like the best shit out. Like y'all be looking mid when y'all not fighting the top dudes, and it's just kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean Keyshawn at least understands that he needs to look good. He's been looking.
Yeah, Keyshawn. Yeah, my bad. Like Keyshawn, you right.
I mean, there's a young guy.
But not enough of these niggas got the Keyshawn mind mentality right now.
I know he's a little away from it. But how many fights would it take for Abdullah Mason? I know it's early, but I'm just saying, like, how much could he have a chance against Muratalla? Like when? Because eventually he
probably now.
I don't want to say
maybe end of this year with next year. Like he's right up with him now.
He's he's a little behind the schedule. He's younger, but he's like only 20 or 19.
But the thing is, he's gaining great experience. Where I don't think a lot of these guys are gaining the great experience, because what happens is you gotta ride, like there's a balance. You either gain too much experience and you get the shit beat out of you too soon, and you don't get the confidence, or it's too easy early.
Yeah, I mean, getting dropped twice, and then he did get dropped earlier before, like another fight before that. But he already, faced his, and that was a big moment because that was a big. He was on the. That was his first time on the main card. I think he was the co-main or the opener, right, on the, the main card. And he got dropped. It was a great 2-round fight, but he got dropped twice by a smaller guy. So he already went through that, early on. So hopefully that's,
And that's what happens. That's what you need to see. I want to see the young fighters go through shit and overcome it well and keep going. Because look, he's getting all the shit that's happening to him is the shit that niggas been waiting for Monster to go through.
Right.
And even then, it's like people complain. So it's like you can't make niggas happy. But we know there's levels, and sometimes it's better to reach certain levels earlier. So you kind of know what the game is, and when you see better versions of that, you kind of know that. Okay,
that's always been my thing with like Shakur. Like I want to see him in deep waters, and they didn't even put his toes in. Pause. I'm just saying
he's not fighting the styles. To first of all, Shakur Stevenson's not fighting the right styles. He's fighting the names. He's fighting quality, decent names that look good on paper, but they're not threats. Shakur doesn't fight enough threats. A threat doesn't always have to be a quality name. That's the difference. Like even I bring up the David Lemieux, like decent as far as quality name, but he's a legit threat.
Yeah. We
haven't seen Shakur Stevenson fight a guy like Lemieux, who we know ain't as skilled as Shakur easily. We know that. But he's a fucking threat, meaning if you slip one moment, he could knock the shit out of you.
Right.
Keyshawn is the best lightweight, but taking Shakur won't fight him. Salute Chris Brand. What it do? My bad if I missed it.
I know the Shakur thing. Like they have a whole history, and I know that neither guy wants to fight each other. That's their.
They said they were fighting the money right.
I'm sure you heard the story of Zab and Floyd. They were close. I mean, maybe not as close as Keyshawn and Shakur, but they fought for the money. Tyson.
Well, no, they weren't close like that. They Zab and Floyd, they were not close.
Maybe Zab over.
I think they was closer, younger at one point, but
at one point, yeah.
I think once it got to their fight, or like when it seemed like a fight was possible. I don't think it was closer before, because the 100 rounds video, like around that time, I think them niggas was close.
But maybe Zab over embellishes it, but he always says him and Floyd were real close and tight, and came up together, and things like that.
I think Zab was more like the Broner Tank mode, where like Floyd ain't gonna really consider him close because Floyd ain't a street nigga like them niggas.
Both Zab and Floyd, they were in Sweet Pea's camp. Like they were young boys. Like they're the ones that they were like sparring partners and shit like that. So that was that. But
kind of like Floyd with these young niggas. Basically Floyd with these young niggas.
Yeah, but by the time of that Zab and Floyd fight, though, obviously Zab this is one of the few times that where Floyd couldn't even be the bad guy if he wanted to, because everyone was rocking with Zab. Everyone's like, yeah, Zab was street, and Floyd was just trying to he was just trying to be like the good guy, like and have like play Zab. I still remember that build up because everyone was rocking with Zab, hard body, like Zab.
And Floyd kept clowning Zab about the money, like he's a millionaire, like Zab is a thousandaire, like he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I saw Zab on MTV a lot, more than Floyd back in those days.
Because Zab was hip hop. Floyd really wasn't.
He's Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Brooklyn shit.
Yeah. These boxers now, they don't embrace that shit. Like, or if they do, they embrace it too fucking much. Like
like Berlanga.
No one's saying yo, be in the World Star videos, be on clips, be with the skits, be out there. I want to see that, but there's a balance, nigga. Like, make sure your training's on point.
Yeah, absolutely, though. But
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but like I said, hopefully 135 will start going in the right direction. Like, but that top rank card though was entertaining for what it was. Like, it was was not like, the Cortez fight wasn't entertaining really, but the other fights were, especially the opener. Shout out to Crazy A for putting up one of the better like prelim openers. Like, that was a whole war in that fight. I think Top Rank is obviously as Top Rank is getting ready to announce what 3 networks is going to carry carry their fights. Like they've been really making an effort to really tighten up their cards and stuff.
3 networks that no one wanted them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
no one was like, yeah, I'm gonna drop 50 mil on these niggas. They're like, nah, like, well, we only want like. It's like I feel like each label or whatever platform gave them a list of the fighters they only want, and said, look, we'll show these niggas fights, but you got to take these other niggas somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, they said it's gonna be, it's gonna be TV and streaming, like it's gonna be combined. So,
okay. So we already know. Okay, the Oscar Valdez's, the Navarretes, is the Keyshawn Davises, all them niggas get TV, and the Marauders and whoever the hell get the damn the streaming. Like yeah, we got you. We y'all sit at the kids' table during the picnic.
Yeah, facts. So I mean,
y'all eat the hamburgers and hot dogs while we eat ribs
and the steak too. Like
and the steak and shit. I mean,
We're topic. We'll learn more probably in the next couple of weeks of where they're gonna go once the ESPN deal expires in July, I believe.